the match game, Hollywood Squares, Hour with Jay Leno. And our salute to the 50s, Troy Donahue. Fabian. From Father Knows Best, Eleanor Donahue. From the many loves of Dobie Gillis and Gilligan's Island, Bob Denver. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
He's in his 50s. Hello there. Yes. Okay. Hey, a shave, pal. 50s week.
Okay. Thank you, one and all. And I know you're going to be happy you came because we've got a very illustrious group all of this week. Some of my favorite people. Hello, Jay.
How are you, big guy?
Nice to have you back in town.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Jay is the only one who's not part of our nostalgia, but we're always happy to see him.
I was the houseboy on Bachelor Father for many years.
You were?
Yes, yes.
No kidding.
Yes.
These two Donahues are not related, right?
No.
Okay. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
And you, sir. Gosh, it really brings back wonderful memories to me to see these people. This goofy guy, remember this goofy guy? How goofy he was all the time. Now, look at him. He's wearing a three-piece suit. Did you ever expect to see that? Yeah, you look very good there.
Buy that on the island, Bob?
Yeah. Howell's wardrobe.
All right, now would you all join me and let's get underway here by greeting our two players here. We have Jody Lechner and Karen Harvey. Now let's get acquainted. Jody, want to find out a little bit about you, please.
Okay. I'm a full-time student attending Azusa Pacific University. I also work part-time in the personnel office of a major department store. I enjoy snow skiing, sailing, and one day hope to have the opportunity to sail around the world.
That's quite an ambition.
Yeah.
Jody. All right, good luck there and here.
Thanks.
Karen, tell us about you, please.
Hi, Gene. I'm
Hi.
a native Californian. I
Yeah.
live in Orange County with the love of my life, a 13-year-old calico cat named Coco.
Uh-huh.
I work in the dispatch center of an ambulance company, and in my spare time, I like to travel and collect unusual pets.
All right. Nice to have both of you here. Let's begin the match game. You'll each have 3 chances to match as many of the stars as you can. And the winner will go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Jody won the toss. We'll ask her to go first.
A, please.
A it is for you. Let's see what it says. We're off and running, and here it is. Nerdocrumbesia. That's a mythical, cruddy country we invented. Nerdocrumbesia just opened the world's smallest zoo. All they have is one cage with a blank in it. With a blank in it. Oh. One cage with a blank in it.
Smallest zoo.
Smallest zoo, world's smallest. Here we go with Jody. Nerdocrumbesia just opened the world's smallest zoo, Jody. All they have is one cage with a blank in it.
The only thing I can think of is elephant. Sorry. Sorry.
Jody,
I don't get it.
you must listen. I said the world's smallest zoo. Now, an elephant is a rather large creature, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, Jody, you'll get the hang of it.
Yeah, well,
Sooner or later, the show may be over, but you'll get the hang of it. Okay, Bob, what do you say?
You sure? The elephant?
Elephant is what she said.
Well, no, I thought of a little itty teeny bitty fly.
A fly. Cage with a fly in it. Anything small is okay here.
I picked flea.
You did say flea, all right. What'd you say, Fabian?
Well, it was small. I said ant.
An ant? Another good one? Got a lot of teeny things over here, and Jody's looking for an elephant. A little incongruous.
I said flea.
Flea is a good one. Eleanor?
I thought for 50th week I talk like this. Yous don't mind, do yous?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay, grease for peace.
I have a very large, teeny-weeny animal, a mouse.
A mouse, another good one?
Yes, and I had one great big mouse.
A mouse.
I was thinking opposite. I
You were
don't know
thinking
why.
the opposite
Yeah.
for some reason, which is, well, listen, it'll be better the second round, I hope. Karen, this is yours. Boris said, here in Russia, things are so scarce, money is worthless. And that's why our favorite game show is Bowling for Blank.
Do you repeat?
Money is worthless in Russia. Troy?
Oh, I'm sorry.
In the slot. There you go. Now we come to Karen. Boris said, here in Russia, things are so scarce, money is worthless. And that's why our favorite game show is Bowling for Blank.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. That's for the money? All right, Karen said peanuts. Aha.
Peanuts.
That's the traditional phrase for something worthless.
That's right. Well, I was more thinking like Russia, really Russians. And
Something
I thought,
Russian.
Yeah, bowling for babushkas.
Bowling for babushkas. That's the thing they can't. Right.
Hey, that's good.
Babushkas isn't bad. Don't boo that man.
Deport that audience, please. Thanks.
Having performed in Russia, I did appear on the show Bowling for Bolsheviks.
Bowling for Bolsheviks. That has a nice lilt and a ring to it, yeah. What have you got for us?
Well, I did a one-nighter in Russia, and I got paid.
In peanuts.
Peanuts.
Aha! Fabian, were you really there?
No,
You never played Russia.
I'd like to
No.
someday.
Yeah.
But he did get paid in peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think they're in league with each other because one of them said elephant and the other one said peanuts.
Right.
Then again, we are dealing here with a woman who is in love with her cat. I said Bolsheviks, bowling for Bolsheviks.
Bowling for Bolsheviks. Food.
Now, wait a second. A gentleman in the upper tier gave the same answer, and I believe that you cheered. Isn't that correct?
And you can tell we didn't cheat because mine, they were spelled differently.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All right, Eleanor.
Well, this is really a dumb answer, I know. Anyway, people selling things on corners because they're poor and whatnot. Bowling for apples.
No, apples is good. Anything edible would be good here.
You think?
Anything edible is okay. Troy?
Well, I said, since it's so scarce over there and we have to send it to him, I said wheat.
Yeah. All right.
Bowling
So there
for
we are.
what?
Round one. Karen's ahead. 1-0. Round two will be along in a moment or so. But first, this for you.
Concentrate.
For heaven's sake.
Well, for heaven's sake, yeah. Ready to play?
Look. Cleaning the
C.edu.
We go with round two. Now, Karen, you're ahead. You have to go first.
I'll stick with B, please.
All right. Everyone except Fabian will participate because you matched in the previous round.
Oh.
So you just lay out.
Okay.
Now, if you want to write an answer and sell it to Jay for a nickel,
I was just
that's
getting
all right.
sad.
For a bet.
Sheila said.
Take her here.
Sheila.
Sheila said,
Yeah,
the good
you'll know
news
when you
is
see her.
my husband sold home movies of our honeymoon to television. The bad news is the show he sold them to is blank. All right. Ready, Jay? Put yours in the slot, Eleanor, and we'll get a response from Karen. Sheila said, the good news is my husband sold home movies of our honeymoon to television. The bad news is the show he sold them to is blank.
That's incredible.
That's incredible. Karen's pretty sharp, isn't she? Well, you got the audience with you, Karen. Let's see how many of our stars here thought of That's Incredible.
Well, I thought of it.
You thought of it?
I did really think of it, but then I thought maybe Candid Camera would be a little better.
Candid Camera.
Yeah.
Right. That's another good one. Jay?
That's incredible, huh?
Yeah.
Your relationship with your cat must be better than mine. I said bloopers.
Okay, John, you're up.
Pardon me, did you just cheer that last answer? You and your cat are on the wrong network. See, that's your problem. TV censored bloopers.
There's one. All right. What have you got for us, Eleanor?
That's incredible.
Troy?
Well, being a clean-minded body, I said X-rated.
X-rated.
But he didn't mean X.
What's the matter with that?
Now, Karen, you're up to 2. You picked up one more. Jody, let's see if you can catch up with your second round question. Eddie the entrepreneur said, I just invented a product that'll make me $1 million. It's a dartboard with Blank's face on it. Product gonna make me $1 million. A dartboard with Blank's face on it.
I know.
Well, there are a number, 2 or 3 good things that I could have thought of here. Ready, Jay? All right, lay it in the slot. Jody. Eddie the entrepreneur said, I just invented a product that is going to make me $1 million. It's a dartboard with Blank's face on it.
The only person I can think of is Nixon.
All right, I hadn't thought of that, but that's all right. She said Nixon. What did you say?
Well, I was going to say Nixon. But I said President Reagan.
Same answer.
Same answer, same president.
Same answer. Same answer.
Guys.
That's a match.
Same answer.
That's a
We'll have to
match.
take this up with the judges.
All right.
Well, it was a toss-up between Gaddafi, but I picked Nixon.
Oh, you did? All right, I can think of some other Middle Easterners who are not too popular with me right now. Fabian?
It was a toss-up between Nixon, Gaddafi, and Khomeini.
The Ayatollah Khomeini, right. Another person you love to hate. What do you say, John?
That's the thing. See, in honor of the 50s, I was going to say Nixon. But then, you know, a healthy person always fills his entire card. So I wrote the Ayatollah Khomeini.
Okay, Eleanor.
I said Reagan.
You did say Reagan.
I did.
All right.
Good, Eleanor.
We have 2 of those. No, a lot of, he's not too popular with
Yeah, you're not going to get audited this year, huh?
You used to get booed on Father Knows Best? No, never happened.
What do you say, Troy?
Well, since it's an election year, I didn't pick anyone from our homeland. So I picked the Ayatollah.
The Ayatollah. All right. So there's round 2. She's still ahead, 2-1 the score. Tight game here. Round 3, the final one right after this.
Stop that! That stinks. They're distasteful. Question stinks. Wait.
Brett Summers tells it like it is on Match Game, weekdays at 5 on Buzzer.
This is what my face looks.
Here we go with round 3. Final round coming up. Karen, you're still ahead. You have to go first.
I would like to stay with B.
Gonna stay with B all the way. All right. Now, Eleanor and Fabian are the 2 who lay out. The others, please respond to this. Weird Willie is really weird. After he washes his hands, he sticks them in the blank.
Oh, hey, this is a cinch.
Here we go. In the slot.
In the slot.
Weird Willie is really weird. After he washes his hands, he sticks them in the blank.
In the oven.
In the oven to dry them off. All right. There's about 50-50 on that one, Bob.
I wasn't going to say oven.
You weren't going to say that. Oh.
All I could come up with was a very simple one. Dirt.
Sticks them in the dirt.
Yeah.
Gets them all dirty again.
Weird Willie.
What about Weird Willie, Jay?
Well, you know, I know Weird Willie, and this erratic behavior has been going on for quite a while. So I've actually seen him do this, put his hands in the mud.
In the mud. Weird Willie. Where does he put his hands, John?
Well, where else but in the microwave?
Microwave.
It's a match!
Troy?
Well, Gene, you did say that Willie was weird. And
He
I
is
took you
weird.
at your word for it, so I said toilet.
All right, we're coming down the home stretch. Last chance, Jody.
Okay.
You need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Here it is. Have you heard
Yeah.
about the new self-help book for skunks. It's called The Power of Positive Blanking. Very quick there, John. Now, you matched in the previous round, so you don't have to play. But you give it to him. Yeah, give it to him. And we're on our way here. Okay, Fabe. Here we go. Baby. Last chance, Jody.
Okay.
Have you heard about the new self-help book for skunks? It's called The Power of Positive Blanking.
Smelling.
Do you remember what the original book was? No? You've never heard of that?
Thinking.
The Power of Positive Thinking.
Isn't that the same as smelling?
I don't think so. I think the light bulb just lit over her head. She said smelling.
Yeah. Well,
and she needs 2 to tie and 3 to win. What do you say, Bob?
Well, is this not a match, huh? Stinking?
Stinking. No. Smelling and stinking. Can't do that. Stinking.
How did Matt?
All right. John?
Oh, I got it.
Yes, dear.
You got one. Do you write? Yes, you do.
Yes. Stinking
Positive
down
stinking.
here.
Anybody got elephant?
And you got to match these 2 to stay in the game. You don't, so Karen wins the game. Come on down, Karen. There, if you would, please. It came close.
I thought it was the same.
You would have done it if you'd said it. Jody will send some gifts to you. Jody Lechner. Hey there. Are you ready to go on here?
I'm ready.
Good. We're going to switch to Hollywood Squares now. We'll bring on the 3 celebrities here. Here comes the rest of our furniture. John and I will trade places. Lots more excitement around here. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Montgomery Ward's major manufacturer 13-inch portable TV with digital scan across the room remote control. Adjusts volume and selects any available channel furnished by Montgomery Ward. And now, it's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Squares, hour with more of our salute to the 50s. From The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, David Nelson. From Make Room for Daddy, Angela Cartwright. From 77 Sunset Strip, Ed Burns. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
Okay, we're going to be back to play Hollywood Squares in just a minute. Yous come back too, you understand?
Shriners Hop to save over $100 today.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
Welcome back. I mean, since it's 50s week, I thought, I'd bring back a little bit of my former alter ego, Bowser. But, Karen Harvey, during the commercial break, did you say death to Maria?
Yes.
See, Maria is her... Now, hey, I've been in some tough gangs, but Maria is her opponent, and I think she's taking this competition a little bit too seriously. I'm sure it was just a figure of speech, of course. Let's get right to our new celebrities. David Nelson, Angela Cartwright, and Ed Burns. Hey, Angela. From Make Room for Daddy many, many years ago. So why don't you just fill us in on about the past 30 years or so? Now, fill us in on what's really new in your life.
Basically, I'm right now looking after my daughter and working here and there and just having a good time.
Should we call you a domestic engineer?
Yeah, right now, anyway.
Okay, anything that will do. You and I will do to play Hollywood Squares over this way. Here we go. I'll stay in between. I don't think she really meant it. Our defending champion, the Maria in question, You know, I'm just trying to get some excitement going. Is Maria Rasul. It is her second day, correct?
Yes.
Her total so far is $775. Congratulations to you. Maria, why don't you just remind us about your life to date?
Well, my life to date, let's see. I'm recently an aunt for the first time. My little sister, I'm the oldest of 10 kids, so.
No kidding.
Yes.
Wow, you don't have to split this money.
And I'm still working as a grocery checker. I take care of my 2 little girls. And just played golf for the first time the other day. I'm still sore, in fact. It's, you know, I chopped at that golf course pretty well. But I'm learning. It was fun.
Good. Well, you just played Hollywood Squares for the first time the other day, and you made out okay. Now you're going to play it once again until you hear the Time's Up bell. Whoever's ahead at that point is the winner and goes on to play Super Match. That's worth up to $30,000. You didn't get into the big money the other day, but you may today. Karen will have something to say about that. Just try to survive. First game is worth $100, $25 for every square you capture. Our champ gets to start. That is you, Maria. Pick a star and let's go. Choose your weapon.
Let's see. Jay, please.
Golfer, eh? You know where I have trouble in golf? I do fine right till I get to that little windmill. You know? You know, Dracula's castle, the drawbridge. I just can't seem to time. Well, go ahead.
Jay. Oh, here. This is about the 19th hole, Jay.
Okay.
Will you get drunk faster if you drink beer through a straw, or will it have the same effect on you no matter how you drink it?
If you drink it through a straw, no matter how you drink it. Well, let's see. You have the same amount of time? You'll get drunk exactly the same. Yes, of course.
Okay. What do you say, Maria, for the first square?
I agree.
It will have the same effect on you no matter how you drink the beer. So you are right to agree, and you get the first square. Okay, Karen Harvey, your move.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Ready.
You just found 17 fruit fly eggs in a 1-quart can of tomato juice. Should you report this to the Food and Drug Administration at once? Or does the FDA allow 17 fruit fly eggs in a quart of tomato juice?
Hard-boiled or soft-boiled? Well, I don't know. I would say fruit fly eggs may have the capability as flea eggs of hatching long after they're developed. So maybe you ought to turn them in. I don't like fruit flies. Let's report them to the proper authorities. Is that the answer to the question?
Okay, so you're saying that the FDA should learn about the 17 fruit fly eggs, correct?
Oh yeah, I don't want fruit fly
eggs. You should report them. What do you say, Karen?
Let's get rid of them.
I'll agree.
The FDA allows 17 fruit fly eggs, which is the opposite of what Gene said. You should have disagreed with Gene, and your opponent gets that square.
What do they know?
As well.
Yeah, but what happens if you buy fruit flies and you find like a can of tomato juice? Would they allow that as well?
Yeah, just report it to Maria at once. We got our X's straightened out now. We got 2 X's up there on the board. Maria, you own both of them, and you get a chance to try for another.
I'd like Ed to win, please.
Ed Burns for the first game. When a male turkey wants to attract a mate, does he gobble and strut? Or does he stand in the open and pluck his own feathers?
My male turkey struts around, the one I have.
He says the male turkey gobbles and struts. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
When a male turkey wants to attract a mate, he gobbles and struts. You're right to agree. You get this turn and you win the first game. Good for you. Well, you strutted your way right across the Hollywood Squares board, 3 X's in a row. We're going to take a commercial break and come back with a $200 game. See you then.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
The bids get big.
10,000, Bill. 13,000.
The prizes get bigger.
A home in Florida.
On the biggest game show on TV.
Everybody ready?
The Price is Right, Saturday at 10:30.
The number 2, go.com.
To John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Well, Karen Harvey's a little slow in carrying out her figurative threat to our champ, because right now the figures are all on the champ's side. 175 to zip for you, Karen. Pick a star.
J.
He said pick a star.
It's the best I could do.
Ooh, get me that comb.
Mr. Leno.
Yes.
There are more pigs in this country than anywhere else in the world. Is it the United States or China?
I would say, well, China. There's more people, so there's more food. There's more everything. China.
He says there are more pigs in China. What do you say, Karen?
I'll agree.
You're on the board. There are more pigs in China. Yes. You're right to agree, and you get the square. Good. So she broke the ice. You were playing X. Pick a star.
Troy, please.
Troy Donahue. You've just gotten a painful sting from a honeybee. You will survive. What about the honeybee? Will he live to sting another day, or will he probably die?
I'm worried about Maria right now. Listen, would you be interested in an insurance policy? I know the answer to that, and the answer is that I will live and the bee will die.
Okay. You certainly will live, but he says the bee will die. Agree or disagree, Maria?
I agree.
The bee will probably die. Yeah, you're right to agree. Next. Oh, that's pitiful. Karen, your move for an O.
Fabian, please.
Fabian. Fabian Forte.
Exactly right. How are you?
Oh, not bad, thanks. According to Emily Post, is the perfect length for an engagement about 4 months, or must it be at least 1 year?
Emily Post?
Uh-huh.
Emily. What would Emily say? 4 months or a year? It's a year.
Okay, says Emily would say the perfect length for an engagement is a year. What do you say, Karen? Agree or disagree? The perfect length of an engagement is about 4 months, according to Emily Post. So you should have disagreed with Fabian. It was not his forte. And your opponent gets that square. 4 months. 2 weeks if it's in Atlantic City, I think. There's a better length. Okay, Maria, your move. You are playing X, and you got a mess of them up there.
Ed to win.
Again?
You're picking on me, Maria.
Ed, you're just in the win seat. Who once recorded a hit record under the name The Rinky Dinks? Was it Bobby Darin or the Lennon Sisters?
I know you know that.
The immediate thing was Bobby Darin, but I'm going to say the Lennon Sisters.
He says the Lennon Sisters were the Rinky Dinks. What do you say for the game?
I disagree.
Bobby Darin is the correct answer. You're right to disagree. You get the square, and you win the game.
Did I get it?
Good for you. Now, you didn't give me a strong feeling that you actually knew that. Did Ed look kind of sneaky to you on that question?
Well, Lennon Sisters were on Lawrence Welk. I couldn't see him. Rinky Dinks.
Okay, so you reasoned it out. Well, good for you. You disagreed at the right time. Okay, we will clear the board, however, and move on to another game. You got a pretty big lead, but it's early in the day and nothing's safe. Pick a star, Karen Harvey.
Jay, please.
Jay Leno. This has happened to Liberace 3 times in his life, Jay. Has he gotten engaged 3 times? Or has his piano caught fire on stage 3 times?
Depends which issue of the National Enquirer you get, I guess. I would say, well, I know this. The piano caught fire 3 times on stage. Not as a result of any of the engagements, obviously, but yes. Yes, 3 times the piano caught on fire.
What do you say, Karen? Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
Liberace has gotten engaged 3 times. You should have disagreed with Jay. None of these people seem to know what they're talking about. Right? Yeah, that's what it says right here. Okay, your opponent gets that first square. Maria Rasul, pick a star for an X.
David Nelson, please.
David Nelson.
Have to go to work, right? Up until now, I was enjoying this.
You're on, Dave. Which came first, movies or popcorn?
I wonder how Orville would answer this. I believe popcorn.
He says popcorn came first. What do you say, Maria?
I agree.
Popcorn came first. Very well done. You're right to agree, and you get another square. Hey, you're good at this. This is what we're finding out. Footnote here, popcorn is actually hundreds of years old.
Yes.
I think I had some of that 100-year-old popcorn in the NBC commissary, actually, very recently. Karen, it's your move for an O. You got some troubles here.
Troy to block.
Okay. Now, you missed this one. It really is going to be an astronomical lead for Maria. Troy Donahue, your horse is nervous. What can you put in his stall to calm him down? A mirror or a goat?
I was out at the stables the other day, and there was a goat. It was a goat.
He says you put a goat in the horse's stable to calm him down. What do you say? Agree or disagree?
I'm going to disagree.
If your horse is nervous, you should put a goat in his stall to calm him down. Consistency is a virtue, but you shouldn't disagree with Troy. You should have agreed with Troy, and your opponent gets that square and wins yet another game. Okay, I have a bit of a score problem. I don't know if you do down here. You won that game. That put you even further ahead. We'll straighten this out and come back and play a $300 game after these messages. See you then.
Attention, if you have ThoroughVital.com now.
Well, we fixed the score. Correctly, it's 25 for Karen Harvey, and Maria Rasul has 825. Maybe you might have gotten her riled up. This could have backfired. It is your turn, however, Karen.
I'll try
These lights
Jay.
are wrong. Okay, Jay Leno.
Here we go.
According to the 1936 edition of Vogue's Book of Etiquette.
Well, you guys are really up to date on this show.
Is it okay to stand on a street corner and powder your nose, or is that a low-class thing to do?
Stand on the street corner and powder your nose?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, well, if it's Sunset and Vine, it's pretty low class, but... yes, very low class. A woman should always go in the powder room for that type of thing, especially in 1936.
Should she, Karen?
I agree.
It is low class. Yes, you have done it once again. You're right to agree.
You got any more questions about low class, you come to me.
I hear you. Maria, your move.
Troy Donahue, please.
Troy, you've just kissed the Blarney Stone. Are you Irish?
No, not a bit.
According to legend, what is supposed to happen to you now? Will you always have good luck? Or will you inherit the gift of gab?
Or you might get a thing on your lip.
It would mean that I'd always have good luck.
He says, if you kiss a Blarney Stone, you'll always have good luck. What do you say, Maria?
I agree.
If you kiss the Blarney Stone, according to legend, you will inherit the gift of gab. You should have disagreed with Troy, who may not be Irish after all, and your opponent gets that square. So, the plot thickens. Can she charge from behind? Let's see, Karen.
David to win.
David Nelson would give you the game. Your baby has just finished eating. Is it okay if he doesn't burp? Or should you bounce him around until he does?
What age is this baby?
You have that why me look, don't you?
I think it's better if the baby burps.
Okay. He says it's better if the baby burps, so bounce him around until he does. What do you say, Karen, for the game?
I'll agree.
It is okay not to burp. You should have disagreed with David. And your opponent gets that square and blocks you and kind of thwarts your comeback a little bit there. It's okay not to burp. I try not to. Maria Rasul, your move, you're playing X.
I'd like Angela Cartwright, please.
Okay. I'd like Angela Cartwright. Your pet koala has just fallen into your hot tub.
Ouch.
Should you run and get him a life preserver? Or are koalas pretty good swimmers?
Koala bears?
Right.
Koala.
They're not really bears, you know.
like-
They're marsupials.
Oh.
Oh, excuse us. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Hey, don't powder your nose on the corner either. Excuse us. They're marsupials.
What do you got?
I would say you'd go and try and save it.
Okay, so you should run and get him a life preserver. He can't save himself. What do you say, Maria?
I disagree.
Koalas are pretty good swimmers. You are right to disagree. Once again, you get the square. Pretty good swimmers, and they're cute, too. And you're cute, and you're a good player. And you're cute, but you're way behind.
I'm poor.
What are you going to do? Pick a star.
Ed to block.
Okay. You missed this one. It's a humongous, earth-shattering lead for your opponent. Ed Burns, you're a newborn mallard duck.
Fantastic. I love ducks.
And you meet a marsupial.
No. According to a recent study, will you follow the first thing you see or the first quack you hear?
Simple. I'll follow the first quack I hear.
Willie, agree or disagree, Karen?
I'm a mallard, not a wood duck. You said a mallard, right?
Yes, I said a mallard.
Gotcha.
He says a newborn mallard duck will follow the first quack he hears.
I'm going to disagree.
A newborn mallard duck will follow the first quack he hears. You should have agreed with Ed.
Will?
Your opponent does that.
He will?
Wins yet another game. He will follow the first quack he hears, that newborn duck. First quack he hears will probably be the obstetrician. Good for you, Maria. You're almost off the board. You got $1,300, but we still have some time. Sweep the X's and the O's off. We're going to start a $500 game, and we're going to start it with you, Karen. Try to win some money.
J.
Does an earthworm have eyes, or do they get along without them?
This is a regular earthworm now?
It's the marsupial
flying
wood.
earthworm,
It's the marsupial wood
Does it have
earthworm.
eyes or does it get it? Well, it doesn't have feet or hands or anything else, so it doesn't have anything else. No, it doesn't need eyes. It just burrows through the earth. There's nothing to see.
Agree or disagree, Karen?
Look at it. He's an earthworm.
Agree or disagree? He says an earthworm does not have eyes.
Of course not.
I agree.
An earthworm does not have eyes. Yes, you're right to agree, and you get the square.
Stick with me, Karen.
Good. The bell means that time is up. She has done it. She was ahead all day. $1,300. Maria Russell. Congratulations. Wow. Yeah. Now go over there. Join Gene Rayburn. Get set for your shot. But I don't know. Maybe you should go around. Oh, the prophecy. She's a very good player. That's one of the higher totals. And she did it by playing very, very consistently and very, very well. So that you really weren't in it from the start. But you done real good in the match game, Karen Harvey, and you're leaving here with 100 smackers, which ain't too bad. Thank yous. Take it away.
Okay, John. I may be wrong. Is $1,300 a new high for the Hollywood Squares part? It is a new high, yeah. So we congratulate our champ here. It's not a new high. Someone made more than that? There's a second all-time high. Anyway, we'll be back with the champ of the 9 stars for a go at the big dough right after this.
Here's another classic concentration quickie. Where was the moped? We'll be back with the answer right after this.
Mesothelioma. It's
In relief today.
Where was the moped? If you guessed number 3, you're right. You've won another episode of Classic Concentration. Coming up next on Buzzer.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn. Thank you, Gene. Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready. Ready.
All right, you've been through this routine before. You know how it goes. You could win up to $30,000 here in the super match. Let's see how it happens today. We polled an audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank none. If you choose the answer they gave most often, it's $1,000 for you. For the second most popular, $500, and the third, $250. Any 3 of the 9 stars are allowed to offer a little assistance here. Call on them one at a time.
John, please.
What do you say, John?
I think we're going to find there are 2 real good ones. And you're going to have to choose. I'll say blue.
Blue none. All right.
Troy, please.
Troy, have you got one?
Flying nun.
Flying nun, another good one.
Let's see. Eleanor? Oh, I knew it. I had blue and I had flying.
There are 2 real good ones.
Yeah, 2 real good ones.
That's where
Blue
it
nun and
ends.
flying nun. There may be another one. Third is
Dominican nun.
Dominican nun.
Oh, that's the big one. That's the map. There it is. It's all over.
Is that it?
That's good. That's the big one.
The Dominican nun.
All
right.
Such a thing?
So you have a
There is
choice
now.
between among Dominican, flying, and blue. You want one of those or one of your own?
Well, I'm going to go with blue.
Blue nun. You're wearing blue? She's going with blue because she's wearing a blue dress. Isn't that a woman's logic for you? All right. Let's find out where blue nun is, if it is up there at all. We'll begin at the bottom and reveal the $250 response. Remember the singing nun? It was a song. We got it. Okay. The $500 response says blue. You got $500.
There's Dominican.
And up on top we've got Dominican, right?
Show me Dominican.
Slide it, Steve. Flying. All right.
It's the flying
Now,
Dominican
you're going
nun.
to play the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And after you've made your decision, that star will reveal the hidden number in front of him. And we'll multiply the $500 by whatever number is revealed. Now, more than ever, since you didn't get the 1,000, it's very important to look around there and see by, I don't know, what system you're going to use, which star has the 30.
Eleanor.
You think Eleanor has a big 3-0. Ready, set, go. 20. All right, so that means you're playing for $10,000. Okay, that's right. This will be a written response from you, Eleanor. And then when you finish, put it in the slot, as usual. All right, here we go. Blank boat, B-O-A-T. No help from the audience, please. Blank boat. Yep. All right, Eleanor's ready, Maria, to collect the money, the $10,000. All you have to do is match her. What do you say?
Love boat.
You say Love Boat will match her for the money. All right, we're going to find out from Eleanor right now if she does indeed match.
Dominican.
Dominican.
Now, wait a minute here.
Dominican boat.
Did you write that?
I have... We just bought a boat, and I was thinking about that.
Sailboat. You bought a... Oh, you bought Okay. Now, you have $12,575. How about that? Very good. You won the $10,000, added to your previous winnings, gives you $12,575. And we'll be back right after these messages.
Some of the city.
All right, here we go. We find out which of the stars had the big 3-0. Would you all grab the tabs and give it a yank? Ready, set, go. Jay Leno had the big 3-0.
He would have said Dominican. It's lucky you didn't take him. You're saying it all.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Maria. Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Bauman saying so long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares era. See you then.
A member of our studio audience will receive a Kelvinator No Frost refrigerator featuring 3.6 cubic foot freezer, meat keeper, dual crispers, trim wall insulation, and ice maker capability furnished by Kelvinator. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.